All right, fam, welcome back to the kitchen. As always, you got your boy Chris here. And on today's episode, what are we going to make? Well, we're around the holidays, and I just think that this little dish is fitting for the holidays. And, I wanted to get one more video out before we go into the new year. And with that being said, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and just much love to each and every one of you guys. And on that note, also, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. For those of you that continuously come back, thank you, fam, because like I always say, without you, my channel doesn't exist. So thank you. And if you haven't, don't forget to hit that notification bell so every time I upload a video, you guys know. And don't forget to subscribe and like. But so today when I'm talking about tradition, I'm talking about holiday, there's a dish that comes to mind for me that I've ate, grew up eating, and it's pastelon. So what is that? So in essence, what it is a Puerto Rican style lasagna. So throw everything you know about lasagna out the window. Okay? So the way I'm gonna make it, we're gonna use, ground beef. I'm gonna season it up just like you would. You could use turkey or chicken. But instead of using pasta noodles, what if I told you we're gonna use plantains? That's right, plantains. I'm telling you, you're gonna get the savoriness from the meat and seasonings with the sweetness of the plantain. And of course, you're gonna have that razzle dazzle of cheese on there. But enough of me talking like I always say, and let's get into the recipe. All right, the first thing we want to do when we're making our pastelon is this. Take a little bit of olive oil, throw it in there. All right, throw a little bit of olive oil in there, shake it up just a little bit. Then we're gonna come in with just some ground beef, okay? Now you could use ground turkey, you could even use ground chicken if you want to. That's your preference, all right? I'm just gonna use some ground beef. Also, have your oven preheating to 350 degrees. So we have our meat in there cooking. So let's go ahead and break it up a little bit. Might need to change spatulas here a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking there. All right, as our meat continues to brown up, let's go ahead and hit this thing with some flavor. As always, we got that homemade sofrito. So I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons in there. Let's go ahead and combine that together. It's nothing like homemade sofrito, I'm telling you. If you're in a pinch and you got some store-bought stuff, okay, but that homemade sofrito is, man, is where it's at, all the time. You can't cook without that sofrito. Anyway, so our next step is we're gonna go ahead, I'll say it again, always, you got that tomato sauce, sofrito and tomato sauce. That's about a quarter of a cup right there. Man, there's nothing like this combination right here when you're cooking. The smell, the aroma you get is just phenomenal, as always. Then, like I said, you could use ground turkey with this. You could use ground chicken, whatever you want to do. So our next step is to go ahead and put some more flavoring in here, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of garlic powder. Of course, we're going to hit it with a little onion powder. Come in with a little adobo. Then we're gonna hit it with some sazon with achote in it. And then we're gonna hit it with a little beef bouillon. So now we're gonna get everything good and incorporated in here. All right, so our ground beef is done. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna move this off of the heat and set it to the side. All right, so let's move into the next step of building this. So I wanna show you something. So here is a plantain, it's green. These are great for frying up and making, fried plantains, right? So here's a ripened plantain. This is what you want for this recipe, okay? This is where you're gonna get your sweetness from because, it's becoming ripened. It's not green anymore or anything like that. So this is, like I said, where the sweetness is gonna come from. So you can get them that like that, or as they get darker, you can see that. But I'm gonna use 4 of them, okay? And my dish that I'm going to be doing this in is an 18 by 18 tray. Now, if you're going to make a bigger batch of this, just use more plantains. Okay? So, let me show you guys how we cut these. So, as always, let's go ahead and cut that top off of there. Let's go ahead and cut the top off of there. Let's get them out the way. And then let's go ahead and slice it down. All right. So, and another thing is with these, you want to be careful because, now that they're in the ripened state and all that stuff, these will easily fall apart, depending how far, if they're a lot more riper than this right here, but this is still good and ripe. So, let me show you what we're going to do. You need a sharp knife, but watch what you got going on, okay? You're going to come here and we're going to cut these into thin layers. So, nice and easy. Just come through here. Just like butter. But, like I said, watch that you don't cut yourself. The first one is always, pretty rough to do, to be honest with you. But after that, it's all good. So you just want something thin, okay? So then again, you're just going to come here, get you a good little a bite in there, if you want to call it that, and just go ahead and come through here and cut it. Just like that. All right, so here they are all cut up, what they look like. Now we have our pan here, had our oil heating up, and all we're going to do, we're going to put these in here. And we're going to cook these for about 5 minutes on each side, okay? We're going to get a nice golden color on them. If one breaks, that's okay because we're going to be layering it in there. Like I said, these things are ripe, so you got to be careful with them. So, yeah, we're going for a golden color on each side, so put a few in there. But don't overcrowd your pan. You don't want that heat to be going, you know. One thing about it, when you're cooking sweet plantains, I love the smell, the sweetness that it gives off. It's just an awesome smell, so I love it. So, like I said, let's take and let these fry on each side for about 5 minutes. All right, so that's the color you're looking for, that good golden color. Now, as you can see, one broke apart on me because, like I said, these things are delicate. So when they're in this stage, so what you want to do now is just bring you another plate with some paper towel on it, bring it over there, and we're going to repeat the process. But that's the golden color you're looking for. All right, so now let's go ahead and build our pastelon to put into the oven. Again, that's 350 degrees, and we're going to put it in there for 30 minutes. So you see this egg wash here? I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. First off, let's go ahead and get the bottom of it layered, just like you would with a traditional pasta, right? Just like you would with that. Just get it layered up. No big deal, right? Put that right in there. Got it. Put that right there. Okay. Now, ground beef time. Ground beef. Let's layer it. Again, you can use ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever you want to do. So, we're going to spread that out there just a little bit, all that good stuff. Just like that. All right. This dish is so awesome because you're getting a sweet and savory, you know, at the same time. The sweetness from the plantains, the the meat, the flavors and seasonings from the meat, it's bringing it all together. And then, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want, put as much as you want on here. But just go ahead. I got mozzarella cheese. I like the taste of mozzarella. All right, fam. I done messed up on you. I told you about this egg wash. It's going to be perfectly fine. I was talking about the food and about how good it tastes and all the, everything else. But you want to put this in there before you put the cheese because this is going to act as a binder in there. So when you cut into it, it doesn't fall apart or anything like that. That's why you got the egg wash. But it's going to do the same thing right here because it's going to seep down into there and get on the meat and everything anyway. So it's all good. So, and get to the second layer right here. That over there. Let's put this one here. And again, you see how that one broke. But it's all good because there you go. You have it. Now let's do it the right way this time, okay? Ground beef. Make sure we get it all in there. And I used a pound of ground beef. Now, like I said, if you're going to use a bigger, dish or making it for more people, then of course, do more. So, there you go. There you have it. We got everything there. Do it the right way. Then you come in here with this and you just put it on top. Now the last step again, just like lasagna, put a little cheese. Again, hey, get fancy with it. Use two kind of cheeses if you want, but I'm doing mine this way. I like to make sure mine gets all the way down in all those little crannies and nooks and everything like that. So there you have it. Now we're going to cover this with some aluminum foil, and then we'll pop it in the oven for 30 minutes. So there you go. That's what it should look like. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. And then what I did, I took the aluminum foil off and I put it in for another 10 minutes just to get it a little bit browner, let that cheese brown up a little bit more. So, now I got it over here. I've been letting it rest for a minute. Now, let's go ahead and let's cut into it and let's see what we got. If you didn't know that this was made out of plantains, you would have never thought anything about it until you tasted it, if I never said anything. So I just like to do that there. We'll do that. Let's get some other cuts going on here. I always like the corners, but that's just me. Make sure we cut all the way through. And we are. Okay. All right, let's get us a piece onto a plate. Little spatula here. See what we got. There you go. Let's put that on a plate. Set this right here for a minute. Let me let you see that. And so there you have it. Only thing left to do is give it a taste. Alright fam, and that's how you make the Puerto Rican style lasagna or pastelon. So there it is. As you can see, still see that steam coming off there. Let's go ahead and let's cut this a little bit and see what we get. I already know it's good, you know, but there you go. You got that right there. Check out that steam, that cheese. You wouldn't know the difference. See, with this dish, you're getting the savoriness from the meat and the sweetness from the plantain and a little bit of saltiness from that mozzarella cheese. So it's just all coming together. It's not like you're getting one flavor than the next. It's just coming together in this beautiful harmony of flavors. And like I said, if you gave that to somebody, they would think that that was lasagna. So that's why I say it's Puerto Rican lasagna, you know. But fam, thank you for joining me in the kitchen again. It's always a pleasure to be able to do this for you guys, to bring these recipes, something that I grew up doing. And without you guys, like I said earlier, there would be no channel that I have here. So again, I just want to reiterate, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It helps the channel grow. And in 2025, I plan on bringing you guys way more videos, more recipes, simple, just easy recipes to do with the family, do with the friends, do wherever, you know. So again, I just want to thank you guys. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And like I always say, hug your loved ones and tell them you love them. Until next time, peace.